So I have literally gone down the crafting rabbit hole. I just purchased a Happy Planner and I wanted to switch up my cover. And so I like the rainbow, of course. Love the polka dots, but I just wanted something different on the inside. So I've decided to use YAYDAY Paper Co, my subscription, through Amber, and make a new planner cover for my Happy Notes. So I purchased the Happy Notes because I needed it right then for a specific notebook. I didn't have time to wait for shipping for like the perfect one. So what I'm going to do is take these lovely designs too that are also YAYDAY Paper Co, and I'm going to use one here and the other here. So one I'm actually going to give to a friend, and then the other one I'm going to keep as my Happy Planner new notebook cover. So let's talk about the supplies that I'm using. I'm going to use my ink machine to laminate. I'll talk about why I'm using this versus my other laminator, because I do have a different one. I'm going to use my Cricut cutter to even out the design. So I don't know if you looked very closely, but one of the designs isn't necessarily full to page, so I need to cut out the excess around there. And then this other one is a little bit more full to page, so I probably can actually keep this. I kind of like the white border. We'll see what it looks like once I start cutting. And then I'm going to use for my design my Happy Planner punch. Of course I bought the pink one because if it's pink, I'm buying it. And so that'll be what I use to make the same holes to go over my notebook. Let's get started. So while I'm cutting, let's talk about the YAYDAY Paper Co subscription. There are actually two choices, and with the package, each month, if you are a subscriber, you get a special bonus item. So this Aim High Stand Tall piece is a bonus item that I got one month for being a subscription subscriber. Once that month goes away, you can't access that particular design, but you get all the other fabulous designs. You also have two choices. You can choose the stationery collection, or you can choose like the planner sticker collection. I'm actually subscribed to both, and every month I end up telling myself, this one's my favorite. No, this one's my favorite. It's like fabulous that you didn't even know you needed in your life. It's really awesome. So in the middle of designing, I've actually decided to switch things up a little bit for my design and my friend's. She's a huge fan of giraffes, so I'm going to make hers more like a picture, laminated with the same design front and back. That way she can hang it, or if she has a Happy Planner punch, because she does have a Happy Planner, she can punch it and use it as like a dashboard or something in her Happy Planner, because I'm actually not even sure which size Happy Planner she has. And in the middle of deciding that, I actually punched this one down, so I'm going to use this in my scrapbook because the colors are just so beautiful. So let's talk about the ink machine and why I'm using this versus the laminator. One of the reasons, obviously this is a type of laminator, but it's more of a foiling machine. But one of the reasons I decided to use this is because the Heidi Swap foil machine has different settings. So when you purchase your machine, there are like 3 different pressure settings on the top. I'm going to set this at 5, being the highest. You'll know that it's ready because the light that's blinking on the number will turn green. And the reason why I want it on the highest setting is because I want to make it as close to durable as possible as the Happy Planner cover. And so while I'm using YAYDAY Paper Co designs, which I just absolutely love, since this is going to be outside with a lot of front usage, wear and tear, this particular notebook that I purchased for a reason, because I need it and I need to take it with me. So that thicker setting is going to allow me to make it just as durable. So with your YAYDAY Paper Co subscription, when you get your designs each month, there are a ton of different layouts. So there's A5, because Amber under Damask Love actually has an A5 planner that you can get through Office Depot, which is super fun and super cute. It's on my YouTube channel a flip through if you want to take a look at one of the options. And then you can also print full size, and she even has the option for some of the designs to be 12 by 12. So if you have the Canon Crafters printer that has like that 12 by 12 printing option, you can use that subscription for that. I don't have that printer just yet. It's on my craft to-do list. Another really neat thing about this particular design, since this is a full page and the Happy Planner notebook that I got, it's kind of like full size, I really don't actually have to cut down my items. So I'm using a thicker laminated sheet, and I purchased these off of Amazon some time ago, like a box of 100. The other thing you want to keep in mind with the Meat Machine, when you're using it, you have an option to either front load or back load. So you want to make sure on the opposite end of your power button, so my power button is over here, you want to make sure you pay attention to what setting that's on. So let's get ready to run these through the laminator. And I actually usually run these through twice just to make sure everything is super duper stuck together. Okay, so we are back. I'm going to show you the finishing product. So this is the picture, and I love it because when you put the paper through the ink, the colors actually brighten up. So my printer doesn't print that extremely bright, but it actually enriched it once I took it through the laminator. Oh, I just love this color. And then there's the back. Love this, that pink. It's just all me. And so now the one thing I'm going to do also is I'm going to take this gold foil, because I've been addicted to gold foil, and then while I was looking at this, I just thought it would look really awesome to write my name out using my Cricut Joy and put that on the cover. So I'm going to do that for the front and the back. I don't know, on the back I may do my initials, we'll see, but I'll check back once I have that piece done. So I'm just shifting some stuff around so I can get ready to use the Cricut Joy. I have my design already on my computer, which is across the office. And since I'm not using smart vinyl for this, and I do have a blog post coming up about the Joy, because up until a few months ago, I had always been Air 2, and I recently had the Joy, so I've been loving getting to know this little machine. Then I'm going to use this mat. So the one unique thing about the Joy, well, not the one, but one of the most unique things about the Joy is that there's smart material where you don't have to use a Cricut mat. But since I'm using this specific gold foil, I will actually need to use my mat. So I'm just placing a piece, and this is actually, if you're like a true crafter, you'll know what I'm about to say, but I have like this box of scraps, and the one thing I have realized since having the Joy is I go to that box way more than I ever have. So I've been having a blast because there's some materials that I didn't realize that I had, or I had like pieces that now that I have this smaller machine with this unique footprint, because this footprint is a little bit different than the Air 2 and the Maker. I'm finding myself using these pieces because I can visually see things that I know, oh, I can do that with the Joy. And it's great because some of these materials I can no longer get, but they're not going to waste and they're not just sitting there. So that's super fun. So I'm going to go run over to my machine, and I'm going to hit make it. And when you use the Joy, you'll quickly learn that everything, basically the prompts and everything, are ran by your computer. Whereas with the Air 2 and the Maker, both of those have some buttons that you have to maneuver on the machines. But for the Joy, everything is on that computer where your design is. And so right now, the only thing I'm doing, which you can't see in the background, is I'm just placing my design on the same mat, because I'm going to use that exact same material to cut, so I don't really need to use two different mats. I'm going to hit continue on my computer, and then once it does that, this machine, and the reason why it can be all the way over here even though my computer is across the room, is because it is Bluetooth capable, so I don't have to have it necessarily sitting right by my computer for it to work. So once you hit make it and select the right material, the thing that you're going to do is, I'm just going to tell it premium vinyl. This isn't necessarily premium vinyl, but it worked because I used this the other day to make another design and it came out perfect. So once you hit that and select the material, you just load your mat or your paper into the Cricut Joy, and it does its own thing, making sure everything in terms of the material you have is ready to cut and it's the right size for what you're trying to cut. And then from there, I'm just gonna hit go. And it's gonna do its own magic. I don't have to do anything. So I'm gonna let that get cut out and then I'll show you what that design looks like. All right, so we are back. I cut out my name and my monogram, because you know, Southern girl, so we monogram everything just so that you know it's really ours. Using the Joy, and hopefully you can see this. I don't know if you can. I'm gonna try to like bring it up a little bit closer than I normally come, but this is like gold foil vinyl. I just think is absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully the lighting kind of does it justice. So now what I'm gonna do is, and I think I'm actually gonna put my initials in the middle on the front, because I think this is gonna be my front cover. And then, no, I think I said I was gonna put my name, but I think I'm gonna put it in the corner and then put my initials in the middle on the back side. So that way I can just kind of flip it around. So let's get that done. So I needed to get the strong grip Cricut transfer tape, but they were actually out of stock at 3 craft stores that I went to. So I placed an order online, and you can see me flipping back and forth because all of a sudden I get caught up and I don't really know how to decide which cover I want to actually be the front and which one is going to be in the inside. I settled on using my initials on the front of the cover and putting my full name on the inside. So after adding my initials, I used the Happy Planner punch to punch the holes into the actual notebook cover so that I can get ready to place my notebook cover on top of the notepad. And there we have a finished product. I'm so happy with how it came out. Kept the back as the notebook was, but I just love the new front, and it just fits everything perfectly. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, stay fabulous, Bells.